welcome back. The growth of Wi-Fi in the past 5 years has just been tremendous in both speed and availability. But what does the next 5, 10, 15 years have in store for Wi-Fi? Well, with me is somebody who can give us good insight into that. The CEO and president of Cambium Networks, Atul Bhatnagar. First of all, congratulations on the IPO. So I know it's been a lot of work and effort to get here, so congratulations. And what do you plan to do with the capital raise from the public offering?
I think as we raise capital, we'll retire some debt. We'll also make sure our balance sheet is stronger for future investments, future projects. And as a growing company, capital is the blood in the body.
Yes.
So that gives us strength
Yes.
as we move forward.
Now, I was telling you earlier that I rely on Wi-Fi a lot for my day-to-day job, and I can tell just in the past 4 years, a huge improvement in availability and speeds. I used to worry about loading videos and things like that, and I don't have to worry about that so much. So it's been a noticeable difference. What do you see going forward in Wi-Fi in the next few years?
Absolutely. I think we are next generation wireless fabric company. We integrate many wireless standards, including Wi-Fi, and make it very easy for our customers to deploy those solutions so they can build purpose-built networks, whether they are designed for video or real-time industrial networks. So, and particularly Wi-Fi is a solution area which every 4 to 5 years adopts a new standard, new speeds and feeds, new reliability. So as those transitions come, companies like Cambium enter those transitions and grow.
Yeah.
So Wi-Fi will always be a lingua franca of connectivity, and that's what we see. It's very affordable, and it's indoor and outdoor, and it's connecting many parts of the world. And Cambium also has a fixed wireless broadband solution which can backhaul wirelessly from 2 meters to over 100 kilometers, all wirelessly without digging a single trench.
Wow.
So that's our power of the wireless fabric.
The growth ahead for wireless is absolutely huge. I mean, there's so many parts of the world that are not connected. I know there's talk of satellites in space that's going to connect rural, remote areas. I mean, there seems like a lot of growth ahead for Cambium.
Absolutely. Wireless is the glue which will connect devices and people for the future. And it's also easy to deploy, easy to manage. So we definitely believe there's a significant growth in the wireless connectivity, not just for 5, 10 years, but for a while. And wireless is also innovating fast enough with millimeter waves like 60 gigahertz frequency, higher frequencies. So you have a lot more throughput coming through. And applications are also becoming media rich. So they need that throughput. So the way Cambium sees the future is that our fabric will become the glue in connecting those devices, people, and places.
Well, and also just from an economic point of view, being connected will help people that have never been able to sell a product before. So I'm imagining, you know, somebody in a remote part of Africa being able to sell a product globally through Wi-Fi.
Wireless is actually helping eliminate digital divide in developing communities, developing countries. It's also bringing the next age of digitization to the industrial parts all over the world. Cambium sells into about 150 countries. And we see the applicability of our solution global, across the world, and significant demand for the kind of things we do. Again, because it's easy to deploy, easy to manage, and we synthesize all these complex technologies and demystify complexities for the end customer. And that has been one of the attraction for Cambium's growth or Cambium's solutions, and that's why we're growing very well.
Yeah, and not just globally, there are parts of America that still have, my parents in Indiana still have 3G. They live in a rural area.
Absolutely.
So there are parts of America that could benefit from faster.
That's why I use the word developing communities. I don't use the word developing countries, because developing communities are everywhere, including many states in America, actually North America. You'll see many communities which still need to be connected. Out of 7 billion people in the world, 3.5 billion people are either unconnected or underconnected. And the reason I say underconnected is the applications in the homes are becoming more media rich, and they need that throughput, they need the reliability.
That's right. So let's talk about 5G. So that's kind of on the horizon. We have some cities that are using 5G. How do you see that changing the way we live?
Yeah, 5G expands Cambium market because 5G defines fixed wireless broadband, unlicensed, standard very well. It makes our job a little easier to implement what we do in fixed wireless broadband. Secondly, 5G also adopts higher frequencies like 60 gigahertz millimeter waves, and that gives it significant throughput for the emerging media-rich applications. 5G also defines very clearly what are machine-to-machine, real-time, low-latency communications, and that enables the industrial networks of the future. So the way we look at it, 5G will put a lot of wind in our sail. It expands our market.
Yes, and IoT, Internet of Things, I mean, that's going to be another huge area of growth. There's talk about connected vehicles and how we're just going to be, everything's going to be connected.
Everything is going to be connected, everything will be digitized, and every part of the value chain will be measured. So you can improve all the parts of the value chain and improve the entire process. And that'll touch every industry. That's what we see happening.
Okay, well, it's a very exciting time to be in the wireless industry, for sure, as we see global change here. So thank you so much, Atul, for joining us, and congratulations
Thank
again.
Thank you for joining me as well.
And thank you as well for joining us. We'll be right back.